All right, we are now live. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for Sara to join me. I'll wait for some other people to join me. That way I can start when people are actually watching. Hello, hello. Hope y'all can hear me okay. I'm sure you guys will hear like my dogs in the background at some point. Oh, yep, there it goes. I really hope they don't get too loud. Okay, yep, they're barking pretty loud. Great. Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for my friend Sara to join us, and then we'll go ahead and get started with doing a little stretching, talking about what we do to get through stressful times, that kind of thing. I'm just gonna make sure if I can, let me see if I can request. Go live with, nope. Yeah, I gotta wait for her. Am I on the right one? Let me double check. I don't see her. Hello, hello, I see some people joining. Here, I'm gonna log out, you guys, and then I'll try this again. Oh, no, wait, there she is. Okay. All right, hopefully you guys can see me okay. Hello. Hey, Sara.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good, good, good. Can you hear me okay?
Guys,
I'm sorry?
ready to do some guys?
Yes, yes, yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
And see me okay? Okay, my phone is like about to fall, so I apologize for like adjusting my little setup here. There we go. Okay, I think I'm better now. Okay. Well, thanks for joining today, Sara, and thank you to everyone else who's here with us. I really appreciate you guys being here. Your time is valuable, so I see a couple waves, some hellos, so thank you.
There's my mom.
Oh, that's your mom. Oh, that's right. It's your mom. Cool. Hi,
Mom.
Sara's
Hey,
mom. Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us. So we'll just go ahead and just jump in. So today what we're going to be doing is working on just a couple of basic stretches. I think that we generally as people don't do enough of, especially after we work out. Like there's such an emphasis, I think, on, you know, not just like overcoming stress through working out, but just like staying healthy and staying fit and staying active. But I don't think stretching is emphasized as much as, you know, those kinds of things. And we're going to be talking about the benefits of stretching and, you know, just increasing general flexibility. You know, Sara's going to talk about the benefits of having good posture, like how we get there and those kinds of things. So, Sara, you and I were talking about like how we overcome stress and how we deal with stressful times, but you mentioned like some differences between like men and women and maybe like there are a couple differences there. So if you don't mind, why don't you go ahead and talk to us a little bit about that and what you know and your experience.
Yeah. There's always a bit of between how men can react to and I feel that men usually they go to the gym or here they go to the bands or video games.
Yeah.
Well, and also men don't care as we do. We care more about ourselves. We always probably get out a little bit. I think believe. Men stay don't care. and sometimes get mad. They don't care like we do, but they're lucky. Should look at them some little bit.
Yeah.
women, in the other hand, we like to do yoga with, gymnastic or compulsive,
Compulsive
right?
shopping. Yeah.
Or eating ice cream, or right. So we deal with this stuff different way, right?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me okay? Because I like whenever you were talking a couple times, it like skipped a little bit. I think your mom said something about that. I don't fully understand Italian, but
They say that si sente malissimo, that you cannot hear really well.
yeah, the sound. Let me
The
see.
sound is bad.
Okay.
Let's see. I can hear my background.
You can hear my voice in the background. Okay, let me turn down the volume on my speaker since this time I don't have headphones on, obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I turned it down a little bit. Does it sound better?
Let me see. No, I can still hear.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I know that only me. They cannot hear me.
Okay,
Why?
I'll switch to headphones really quick and then um we'll see if things get better because that seemed to work last time. So here, I'll just listen through my headphones. Oh, okay. I from just switching, I could hear you better a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Yes, I can. I can hear you better. Hopefully that means. Oh, it just sounds weird. Okay, that's strange. Man, I don't know how to fix that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe like when I record this, I think last time when I like uploaded it to iMovie, I found a way to like balance the sound. So maybe like when we upload it like after today, it'll sound better. So, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a little bit of feedback here. Good. Good, good. Okay. And then like whenever we move to like I'll have to take my headphones out, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Right. Yeah, and it's more of like a watch and do as we do anyway. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, so continue. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, like the history of chess. Yeah. Yeah, like read.
Yeah, read. There's a
Yeah.
lot of other hobbies you can have, healthy hobbies like photography or, just physical activity.
Hmm.
A lot of things you can do. Like my father-in-law, he wanted to start playing the guitar. He doesn't know. He bought a guitar and now he's looking on YouTube on the tutorials and he's just
Yeah.
starting to play a little bit. He's just spending time and he's just having a good time, spending
Yeah.
quality time. And so, I don't know, these are really find a healthy hobby. I think that's the best way to deal with stress and to because stress it's only something that it's we get our mind stuck on something and the only way to deal with that and to just manage it is not keep thinking about it and finding a solution, is just
Hmm.
distract yourself you know
Yeah. With something productive.
correct. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, it's that's all. And in a
Yeah.
situation like this, that it's really hard at the moment, because a lot of people, they're losing their job, and a lot of people, they don't, we have the uncertainty of the tomorrow. It's
Definitely.
really scary. We just have to just make the best of our days, and just accept this situation, and have, freedom. That it means not, I am free to walk outside, I am free to just do whatever I want, but just be not stuck on, moments like this that control us. The uncertainty, is just controlling us, but just accept it, and know that it's gonna get better, it's gonna pass, and have
Yeah,
hope.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, we do have some we have the freedom of choice. Like, it's, how
Yeah.
are you going to decide to, like, fill your time with other, productive, healthy tasks and things to do? Like, in a lot of this stuff, I think it's just a matter of getting creative with stuff you already have. Like, you don't have to go out and buy something if you don't want to. Like,
Yeah.
chances are, like, everyone probably has, like, coffee table books that just sit there and they've never read, or, I don't
Yeah.
know, like, in terms of working out at home, like, you don't have to use, like, weights. Like, you can use wine bottles or water bottles instead of, like, traditional weights. It's just a matter, I think, of getting creative, and that's what we're doing right now, and that's what we're doing today. So I think it's good that at least we can show, like, one example of maybe something that we can use to, like, improve ourselves and, like, push ourselves a little bit, maybe out of our comfort zone, but nothing too high impact or painful or, like, out of the ordinary, I think.
Yeah, something that is good for us. Because you
Yeah.
have to get out of the comfort zone to do something good for yourself. Because if you're in a comfort zone, you're not doing anything good to yourself.
Right.
And so,
you're not learning new things, and
No.
you're just like, yeah, it's good to switch things up a little bit. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and just talk a little bit about what I know. And I'm not an expert. Like, I just know, like, from experience and from, like, graduate school and undergraduate school, like, these are just kind of the things I've learned about, the benefits of stretching. So I'll just go ahead and jump on into that. So basically, stretching is good for reducing stress and tension in your muscles. I mean, I feel like that kind of makes sense, because imagine the opposite of, like, so not stretching, but, like, working out, like, building muscle, so lifting weights. And basically that is where it builds your muscles up and then breaks them down. So, like, imagine, like, lifting weights, and you're building strength, but by building strength, you're, like, tearing muscle fibers pretty much, and not in an extreme way, not like you're pulling a muscle every time you lift a 10-pound weight. It's just like there's certain chemical reactions that happen that are basically tearing apart your muscle fibers, but when you rest and recover, like when you stop, that process starts happening and your muscles start to rebuild, and that's where the strength is actually formed. It's not when you're lifting the weights, it's after. And so that's where, like, the stretching comes in. So the stretching, it elongates and stretches out those muscles in order to, like, increase that circulation, that blood flow, that oxygen. And so that kind of ties in with breathing, and we'll get there in a second. Like, having a lot of oxygen flooding your muscles and your tissues is really good and really healthy to kind of, again, contribute to that rebuilding process with your muscles. And another benefit of stretching is it, of course, avoids injury. So obviously, like, you're more likely to be injured if you're less flexible, because you're more stiff, and, like, one wrong move, depending on what you do in your daily life, one wrong move, and, like, if you twist an ankle, or, like, you tear your ACL, or, like, all of those little things, like, actually really matter. So the more, like, I don't want to say loose, but the more, like, flexible you are, the less likely, like, think of your muscles like a rubber band in that way. Like, it's so easy for them to just rip and snap, like, the stiffer the rubber band is, So the more you can, like, flex it and, stretch it and release that tension, the more likely you are, hopefully, to avoid those really bad injuries that no one wants. And I guess just another, like, tidbit to kind of end on, we all know the benefits of, like, getting a massage. So some girls, I think especially, like to get massages when we're really stressed, or, like, we just really need to relax and we just can't get there. Stretching is proven to be, like, just as effective as getting a massage, and you don't have to pay anyone to do it. So instead of paying, like, $100 for a 60-minute massage, you
do it on your own.
Exactly, for free, like, in the freedom of in privacy of your own home. Like, it's just maybe a little bit more of a comfortable way to kind of, like, ease that soreness and tension from the inside out too. So you don't have to, like, worry about someone else, bothering
Yeah.
you if that's not what you're into. And that, of course builds up over time. That's a domino effect. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about the importance of breathing while stretching, because I've already kind of done a little bit about that, but is there anything else you want to add, like in terms of the breathing?
Well, the breathing, it's a fundamental part of the stretching. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's really important because while you're breathing in, you're like filling up your lungs and you're tying a little bit, and then while you're breathing out, you're just releasing. So you can really find that, let's say you're doing a stretching for your calf, and you really feel while breathing in that it's really, really tight, but breathing out, you can feel that it's really releasing, and you can actually
Yeah.
go lower and deeper. And
Yes.
so that's definitely, the breathing is an extremely important part of stretching. And so we can show that. But I also wanted to say, while you were saying about, stretching is really important, people like my mother, older people, every kind of weight, just stretching is extremely important. And it doesn't mean that you have to do a cartwheel or you have to do a split,
Right,
that is
right.
just a little bit, just a little stretching here and there, just loosen up parts that
Yeah.
will make you feel better, and you keep it moving. Because
Right.
sitting on the couch, sometimes people say, I need to rest, it's better if I sit on the couch. That's not good. It's
Right.
better to stretch, and to stretch your muscles, to, like you said, don't get injured, because a muscle, then if the muscle is tight, whenever we're going to use it, it's just going to break. So we
Yeah.
always have to keep, like you were saying, a rubber band, we always have to keep it
Yeah.
moving. So that's really, really important. So I agree with what you were saying.
And just to like bounce off of that, like what we're gonna be doing today is really basic. Like you said, we're not gonna be doing the splits. We're not doing anything really intense. These are really basic,
Cannot
really
do that.
basic stretches. And like Sarah's gonna do like the upper body, like very yoga inspired. I think that's what
Yeah.
what I remember talking about with you. So it'll be really basic, really simple, and at least for me, like when I do the lower part of the body, like I'll try and come up with variations for you guys too. So if you're watching this at a different time and you're looking at me doing this and you're like, oh, I can't do that, just be patient, and like I will explain like variations and more simple versions of what we're doing too. So
And
do
then
you-
it's really
yeah.
important. We're sorry if I interrupt
Okay.
you. Oh, it's really important. We're all different, and so
Yeah.
you yourself, how much you can do, and so you don't have to force yourself to go. You just have to get to the point where it's a little bit uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
then just breathe in and out. But don't force it. Don't force it,
Right.
because it's not going to get any productive. So just get to
Right.
that part that is a little uncomfortable, and just stay there.
Yeah.
And and
Definitely.
just and breathe in and out, and yeah, and you see that the day after, then if you can keep doing it, the day after you can go a little deeper and a little more than the previous day. So it's just a
Yeah.
matter of repetition and just doing it,
Yeah, consistency.
and consistency. And you don't need 1 hour a day, you
Right.
need
Really
10
short amount of
minutes,
time.
just start just with a little bit, and then you'll see that you enjoy it, because you'll feel better, that instead of doing 10 minutes every morning, you want to do it also at night, or you want to do 20 minutes every morning. So
Yes.
it's I feel like we're giving some good advice here, because
I agree.
I feel like I on my own, myself, I've been riding horses since I am, like doing competition since I'm 8 years old, and I never thought about stretching or
Right.
anything. I was just riding. Sometimes I was just taking my stirrups off, getting my stretch, my legs long, stretching my legs, and I thought, oh, this is my stretching, right? But then one day I went to the gym, and here this personal trainer that I said, sit down, long legs, touch your toes. I couldn't even get halfway there. I was like,
Yeah.
it was
You're
like,
I can touch my knees and that's it.
and behind my knees, it was pulling so hard that I was just so embarrassed, and it was so painful. And it was like, you're a professional athlete and you cannot touch your toes. And I was like, yeah, but I ride horses. And he's like,
I don't need to touch my toes.
He's like, you need to stretch. You need to take care of yourself. because if your muscle is contract and then you go use, you're going to get injured. Sorry, you're going to get injured. So you really need to stretch. And since then, I'm stretching. And now I wake up in the morning that I'm always loose. Usually I was waking up always sore, my back, my neck. And I was like, this is normal. But it's not normal. It's not. So we need to take care of ourselves to feel better.
Definitely.
And to don't get injured.
Yeah, I think that's a good transition. So, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and like start getting like warmed up, and then we'll see.
How are we going to do with these headphones? So I just leave I won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and take mine out. I'm going to try the speaker one more time and see if that helps.
I'm not going to talk. Let's do that.
Okay.
Or maybe I leave my headphones here, but then I cannot hear you.
Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm going to take mine out. Okay, say something to see if I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
A little bit. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'll turn off my speaker and I'll just see if I can hear you from like just my phone and see if that works. What do you think?
You know?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. It's really quiet, but let me see. Okay, yeah, my volume's turned all the way up. We'll just go ahead and see if this works, and if it doesn't, we'll figure it out. Is that okay? Can you guys listening, can y'all hear me?
What'd you say? We're gonna have it see?
Can you guys hear, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't have any, like, I don't have my headphones, nothing's plugged into my phone. I'm just like gonna try and see if this works. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then I'll go ahead and let me readjust so you guys can see. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, great. So I'm going to back up. I'll try and speak loudly, so hopefully you can hear me still. Okay. So first, we're just going to do like a little bit of a warm-up, really short, just a couple minutes long, and then we'll go ahead and get into the stretches. Sound good?
I got some music.
Oh, okay, yeah, play the music if you want to. That'll be fun. I'll wait until I can hear it.
Hear it?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we'll just jog in place just for, a couple seconds here, just kind of get moving. I'll back up. Let me move my mat. There we go. And then you can do high knees. Make sure y'all are pushing off of your toes. Okay, and then you can do like butt kickers, like kick like that. Okay, and then how about a couple of jumping jacks? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think 10 is good there. And then we're gonna move into a plank. So there are different ways you can do this, Sarah. You can do it on your hands. So plank on your hands like this. Make sure your back is really flat. So we're just gonna hold this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then if that's too much for you, you can like lean up against like a bed or the wall, just whatever works for you. Just like 10 seconds there. Or to make it more difficult, you can go on your elbows. So I don't know if y'all can see me. There we go. Again, make sure your back is really flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Okay. Are you good? Okay, feeling good. Great. So that's just like a short little warm up, basically getting the core temperature built up because your heart is in like, the core part of your body. So it's important to start here. That way all the blood and oxygen flows from there to the rest of your limbs. Okay? So Sarah, is there anything else you need to do before getting us started with the upper body stretches.
Good. You feel your heart beating.
Yeah, I feel it.
And so yeah, let's go. Usually, so what I wanted to say, the stretches that it's important to do is like we are all tight. Everybody, we're all tight, neck and shoulders. This part.
Yeah.
This part is always tight. So how to release them? And you can do
Mm-hmm.
it all day. So this is something that you can do all day while I'm cooking. Sometimes I feel like when I'm cooking, I'm writing on the computer or I'm cooking, I'm here.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I notice this when you're cooking or when you're doing something that you're paying really a lot of attention, your shoulders comes up.
Yes.
And then
Like,
so to release the tension, basically,
okay.
we just do
Stand up, okay.
yeah, maybe you can stand up or you can do it while you're sitting. Just bring your shoulders up and down,
Okay.
up and down. And then you can also bring your neck while you're shoulders and you can bounce your knee. So you really feel that
Okay.
your body is releasing. And while you're doing this, you just breathe out, just releasing every tension.
Okay.
So once you did, I feel sometimes I feel a lot my shoulders just popping. When I do this, I feel that my shoulders pop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So try to align your spine is to just swing and twist around. So 1, 2,
Oh, my back just cracked.
and bring your heel up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can do the shoulder
Okay.
higher. Yeah, and you feel your spine just twisting. Another good exercise, stretch your side is just, I don't know if you can see well, it's just you bring
Okay.
your arm and you still on the side, yeah. And just bring your, like, going to the right, bring your right heel a little forward and just breathe in and out and you feel all parts stretching. And get to the point where there's a first, and just stay there, breathe in. And then you can switch. Bring your hip forward, like you the left, bring your forward, hip back. It's not stretching, so you really have to bring your forward. Just breathing and stretching it. Yeah. And then another. Do you feel tight?
Sorry.
Do you feel tight?
Yeah, like in my hips almost.
Yeah. And so another good exercise if you wanna loosen up your hips, you just keep your feet apart.
Okay.
You
Okay. Yep.
make with like your tailbone.
Oh, yep. My hips just popped.
You draw a circle with your tailbone. And you can do 5 on this side.
Oh, 5 on each side. Okay.
Right, opposite direction. And you'll feel like I feel my popping, my knees popping.
Okay.
And then
Woo. Yep.
another good exercise, everybody, if you have somewhere where you can hold yourself, otherwise if you want to be a little bit more challenging, you can just do it with your balance, put your behind your back, and just
Okay.
do this.
Oh, yeah.
5, and then reverse and do it on the other side.
Oh, yeah, and then forward. Okay.
And
2,
this helps balance
3,
and loosen up your
4.
hips. And then you can do it on the other side.
Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can do 5, you can do 10, you can do as many as
3, 4, 5. Perfect. I like that one.
And then to really, like, to really want to challenge yourself, you can keep your feet apart, wide shoulders, and then like do a squat.
Okay.
And with your elbows open your knees,
Yep.
and that's yeah, and that's how you straighten your spine, open your shoulders. That's how you
Yeah, so like stand up straight.
yeah,
Okay.
and that's how you open your hips.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Part of your body.
Lower body, you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna stand up. I'll scoot back. And just starting, like, this is really like one after the other, okay? So don't hold it very long. You're gonna pull your shin, 1, 2, release. And then left, pull really tight, 1, 2, release. And then do that 5 times each side. So pull, 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 release, pull, 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 release. Try not to fall down like me. If you need a wall or something to like hold on to, do that. 1, 2, release. I'll do one more. 1, 2, release. And then 1, 2, release. Yeah, if you need to like hang on to something like the wall, that's a good idea. Okay, so that's forward, and then now I'll turn to the side, same thing but backwards. So pull your heel, 1, 2, then drop, 1, 2, and drop. And make sure your hips are flat. So this is flat. You're tucking, it's like you're tucking your tailbone in. So like almost like make your back really flat too. So you're standing up tall. Again, 1, 2, let go, switch legs. 1, 2, let go. And then I'll do 3 more. 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, let go. 1, 2, let go. Other side. 1, 2, let go. One more, each side. 1, 2, let go. And then again, 1, 2, let go. Perfect. And so,
I feel my butt stretching.
yeah, so you feel it in the quads on that second one. The first one was good for the hamstrings, you know. Just to kind of like start out and ease into it so it's not too stressful or difficult, hopefully. And other variations of that, so you can do that standing up or you can do it laying down. So like if you want to lay down, you can do the same thing. You pull that knee to your chest and then let go. Put your knee to your chest and let go. And then for the quad one, you do it on your stomach. So you lay down, you pull, 1, 2, and drop, and then other leg, 1, 2, and drop. So if standing up is like too difficult and like you really can't keep your balance, maybe those are safer options to do as well. You know, for depending on who's watching this. And then let's go ahead and do a little bit more of the hamstring. So we're gonna try and touch our toes, but we'll be as safe as we possibly can. So stand up. And you're gonna like stand up and bring your arms up too. And then you're gonna like arch your back. So you're gonna let go of your hands, arch your back, and then you're like pushing your hip bones back. So start by putting your hands on your knees. And if that's enough for you, then you can just stop. But if you want to go farther, keep your knees straight and then just walk your hands down as far as you can. So you just stop, like you stop wherever you're just a little bit uncomfortable. So hopefully you guys, so you start up and then you arch, and then wherever you're like feeling that discomfort behind your hamstrings, you just stop and keep your hands like wherever you're comfortable. So I can touch the ground, that's fine with me, but I know not everyone feels that way. So you just hold that for 10 seconds. I'll just put my hands on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then walk your hands back up. Nice and slow, take your time. How did that feel?
Good.
Good?
Very good.
I couldn't see, how far could you get? Did you get your hands to your feet?
I go side.
Okay, let me see. Good job. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Great job. Yeah. And I think it's important to reemphasize, like make sure to everyone who's watching, just make sure you're breathing really well. Like even if you feel really tight, like keep breathing and just stay where you are. Like don't like bounce into it or force it. Like Sara was saying before, that's really important, especially on that one. So
And it's also a help sometimes when it's a little harder, just that you just bounce. So
yeah, just gently. If you feel like that's something like that's okay for you, if you feel comfortable doing that, that's totally fine. That's a different kind of stretching as opposed to static stretching. Like static is like staying where you are, holding the position. There's different types of, if that's okay for you, then you can do that just really gently. Like it's not like really big bounces.
Yeah.
And so, if you're watching this and that was like too difficult standing, again, you can do this sitting down. Like you start just here and then you arch and slowly like walk your hands down your leg as far as, is comfortable for you. Or you gotta get slightly uncomfortable, but that's another really basic one. And then I'll do one more stretch, and this is for the calves. So like right here. So you're just gonna stand up. And yeah, so if you have like a wall or a bed or like a chair to put your hands on, that can help you, but you don't need it. So if you're feeling good about just like standing and working on your balance, you're just gonna stand up tall and then do like a baby lunge. So your back knee is straight, your front knee is bent, and your hips are facing directly in front of you. So hopefully like keep bending the front knee until you feel the stretch in your back calf. Yeah, so make sure you're standing up nice and tall. We'll just hold this for about 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you'll stand up and then switch legs. So I'll turn the other way. So again, just a little baby lunge. Make sure your hips are facing forward, straight in front of you, and then you can bend your front knee until you feel that stretch in your calf. Again, we'll hold it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you'll come back up. Good job. Yeah. So, and again with that one, you can do different variations of it. So you can, if that's too easy for you and you don't feel anything, you can either bend your front knee more, or like you can lean up against a wall or your bed or a chair and get like really deep if that's what you need. It's just, it depends on who you are and, how flexible you already are. But those are really good for like your ankles. So like stretching the calf is really good for your ankles and your feet.
can I tell you one that worked for me, and it's hard. I feel my calves burning.
Sure.
I shook one. So you just have to stand straight, put your like your hands like this,
Yeah.
and you put your toes down.
Yeah.
Down.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, that's great. That's good for like your hamstring too, like for the whole front leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that. So yeah, just like stick your foot out.
Yeah, you put your toes up.
Yeah.
Down, and lean forward, and you feel your calf burn.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's a great suggestion. And you can make these more difficult too. So like if standing up is like too easy or it's too difficult, a different variation is you can just sit down, and if you have like a rubber band or something stretchy to put around the bottom of your foot and pull, that kind of like, that makes it I think a little bit easier, but it also focuses it more on like the bottom of your foot and your Achilles and not your hamstring as much. So if you just need a different variation, that's another version of that stretch for you.
Like the resistance band, right?
Yeah, resistance band, or yeah, any kind of like a loop, like they have them in loops and they have them just like stretched out. Yeah, so perfect. I think those are a couple of, really basic but really valuable exercises. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, so I wanted you to talk about that tip that you shared with me, like on nights where like you can't sleep. Like, can you explain to everyone what like that tip you shared with me? Because I'm curious about that again.
Something that it sound like, does it really do something? But yes, it does. And I can tell you that I fall asleep doing it. So I suggest for everybody, if you're stressed, never good to go to bed with stress, with thoughts. You're not going to sleep well. So just have to try to relax before you go to bed, before you fall asleep. It's always really important, especially because you cannot fall asleep, or you wake up during the night, or you have a headache, not good. So this exercise will help you to sleep better, the quality of your sleep, and if you have a headache, that helps. I don't know if you can see me.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay there, if I lay down,
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
a little bit, you can see my toes.
Your toe. Oh, no, actually, no, I can't. I thought I could.
Let me put my phone flipping on the ground.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because I think this is fascinating. I want to try this.
So maybe better.
Oh, your mom says that your audio isn't good, but mine's working.
Okay.
Do you want to put your headphones in and see if that
But
works?
then I want to hear you, but you can hear me. So be patient. Let me do this exercise.
Okay, sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I was saying, be patient. Let me do this exercise. I won't be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Do this exercise. I
Okay.
can talk, and I think it's easier to hear me. But 1 second.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So you basically have to lay down. You can lay down when you're in bed. Can you see my toes? Just move your head. Let me see
Yeah,
you like this.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
So you just lay down and just tap your toes. You tap your toes. Try to tap your toes 100 times, 200 times. Usually what I do, if you've never done it before, just do 100 times and then just stop and feel all the blood and all the pulsing just coming, your feet are tingling, and there's helps the circulation. And then I just do it another 100 times, and then slowly you just feel all the tingling up to your hips. And then, sometimes I fall asleep doing this,
Really?
And it's funny because at night my husband is trying to read in bed, and I'm doing this, and all the bed is shaking, and so he's laughing a lot. This really, and you relax your thighs, you relax your hips, and you just relax and tap your feet.
Huh.
So that's also. Wait, I can hear you.
I love that.
So that's also on the Body and Brain Yoga YouTube channel. There is a video it's called toe tapping.
Okay.
So that helps because it's really something that we can do little things to help ourselves, to help ourselves feel better. And feeling better, it helps, to have less stress,
Mm-hmm. Are your headphones in, Sarah, by the way?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Let me put mine in really quick so we're both even.
kind of.
And then we're actually running out of time here too. So, let me, oh, sorry. There, plugged in. Okay, so we're running low on time here. I don't want it to cut us off. So if you don't mind, like, we'll just go ahead and jump into, like, the Earth Day. So, like, you had some information about Earth Day and, like, the brain and body yoga. Like, tell us a little bit more about that stuff going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Even if you're not into meditation and that's not your thing, starting with that, like just one little habit, just one little act of kindness, I guess you could say, like that's all it really starts with. Like that's how the world has changed. So as long as everyone does one thing, that's like millions and billions of people doing one thing to, better the planet. So thanks for sharing that, Sarah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll remember to put that in the description of the YouTube upload. And yeah, so I'll remember to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, and we talked about a quote. You brought this up. You said world peace starts with inner peace, and I think that's so true. So yeah, I think that's a really good note to end on. Let me just double check my notes here to see if we really missed anything. Oh, I guess like another quote, the Steve Prefontaine quote. I think that's another really yeah pre. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and I think that really, I'm gonna have to use that with my athletes too, because I think that is a really relevant quote. Like, why would you put in less effort than your best? That's a total waste of your talent and your gifts, like your God-given gifts. And, why would you waste that? Why would you squander that? So I like how you shared that with me, and I'm really appreciative because that's such a great, universally acceptable and relevant quote. So Thank you for that. But yeah, I think we have a little bit of time. Like if anyone watching now has any questions, I think we have like less than 10 minutes here. But if anyone else does have questions or feedback, like if you guys have been enjoying these, if you've been like a repeat customer, please share that with us. I'm mhm. Wonderful. Yeah, thanks for translating that, Sarah, too. I think I forgot to ask you to do that last time, or I don't remember if we did that, but I know. Yeah, and I'll try and do a better job of like keeping track. Like this time I feel like we did a pretty good job, but yeah, I should. Yeah, I should do that next time. But I think we covered a lot of good, like positive feedback and advice. And one thing I will say too is I know I have like, I know my body and I know like experientially, like in my past, what has worked and like what I'm used to, but I'm not an expert at all. Like I'm not like a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I'm not a scientist, but right. But like, we're just coming from a place of we're passionate about, wellness, health. We've like done our own research and we've experienced like you're much more ahead in yoga than I am. Like I've taken a couple yoga classes, myself. So like I have a general understanding of like maybe the stuff you talk about, but, I'm not an expert. So I don't want anyone to like, I don't want to spread like bad information. Like I don't want people to get hurt, but I think we're both like we're coming from a good place is my point. Like we're doing our best here. So we're just trying to help people, yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So yeah, I think that's a good note to end on. Is there anything else, Sarah, that you want to shout out or share? Anything? Yeah. Yeah, so 11:30 Central. Okay. Okay. Right. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, it was great to talk to you too. Yeah, and it was great. So thank you to everyone. Also, like, I'll just take a second to say thank you to everyone who's shown up and, commented, said hello. I see your mom has been very active. I love that. That's so sweet. And I see a couple of like some of my clients and like parents of clients and like gymnasts and athletes, and I see you guys and I'm thankful for you guys. So keep coming back. Like we'll keep doing this for as long as we can, for this foreseeable future. So yeah, 11:30 Central. Oh, that's great. Good. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, okay, I think Instagram's going to cut me off here in a couple minutes. So I think now's a good time to just close out and say goodbye and thank you to everyone. And thank you, Sarah. All right. Yeah. Bye, everyone.